men and women are not equal in the workplace. Y'all fought for women's rights. Women get more rights than men, probably. Gay people get more rights than black people. Ain't shit equal and fair in the world. Life ain't fair. But check this out. I worked at this factory in this white city. So it's like maybe about four niggas at the factory. Maybe three. I just say four. I remember three. Me and two more. It may have been one more. I can't remember. So let's just say maybe somebody was mixed or something. Let's just say four. Out of hundreds of people in this plant, four hoes black. That's irrelevant to what I'm finna say though. I used to pay attention to like how like people are like when they meet you, they want to tell you their whole life story. And then they look at you like, what's your story? And I'll be like, shit, I'm just here till the end of my shift. My name is my name, and that's my story. I don't just go to work and tell strangers my business and random people my business. I didn't come to make friends, but I'm not rude. So I will say my name, and I'll tell you like, I'm just here to do my job and get off when it's time for me to get off. Because I learned over the years not to get too personal with coworkers. You're there for a job. A lot of people will take your business and use it against you for whatever reason, outside in and out of work. So it's just better to keep your business to yourself in all situations. You don't know people who they really is, things like that. So they used to talk about personal business at work a lot. Like females they into, things they did. It was normal shit for the most part. But I learned that sexual harassment, I thought you had to harass somebody sexually for it to be called sexual harassment. But I found out that's not the case. You could be talking about something you did with somebody else, or you want to do to somebody else, to another guy. But if a female is working close enough to hear what you're saying, she could feel uncomfortable, and that can be sexual harassment. I thought you had to touch her or them or say something directly to them to offend them, because it could be a him too. A man could be sexual harassed too. So it's crazy because men don't really report it like that because they don't want to get looked at as like, you're a victim, you're weak. How could you let a woman rape you or whatever like that? But at the same time, it's a real thing. When that man who just accused that shit on Puff, talking about his hand was in his lap several times and things like that. It's like the first time, why you ain't react like a man? Even if you ain't the strongest or toughest, your adrenaline, if you feel violated, your adrenaline should rush, and then you're gonna have some type of strength to like stiff arm or push somebody off you or like let them know you're uncomfortable in a manly type of way. If you're not a fighting type to just swing right on them. But if you're not a fighter for your manhood, like that would be a reason to swing, you would think. But I don't know. Maybe that's just how fighters think. I miss the day I come back and they tell me 6 people get rolled up for sexual harassment in my area where I work at. So I fill in the blanks. 6 people. It's one female who be back here. She make her gestures when they get to talk about like, oh, she's so fine. Oh, I heard somebody say some shit like, I'll eat a payday if she shitted it out or some weird ass shit he said. And I was like, what the fuck? Black people, we don't talk like that, bro. We don't. I never heard no niggas say no shit like that. So I just figured it was just some white boy shit. But shit like that, if she hearing that type of shit, I see how it could be sexual harassment. So they said 6 people got rolled up. So now I'm like, damn, we can't even talk on the line no more, because I felt like off of that situation, they shouldn't like have another word for it. If nobody touching you, saying something to you, or like insulting you directly, you did not get sexual harassed. You heard some shit you didn't want to hear. That's inappropriate language. I guess it's technical and borderline, because if it was sexual in the language, but the harassment word is like, okay, it was sexual in the language, but the harassment part is like how you feel harassed because you making a statement to another dude or telling a dude about some shit that he been through. You only gotta listen to the shit. But again, if you loud enough for her to hear it, everybody should feel comfortable at work. So it go both ways. So I was just confused about it. I just like kept my opinion to myself, but I was trying to observe what was going on. So just my luck. Oh, we got enough workers over here. We're gonna send 2 people to the next building. Who they wanna send? The lady who made the complaint and me. So y'all gonna send me with this bitch? This bitch just complained on all of them. Y'all gonna send me with her? Like, I already feel like I'm black. I gotta be. It was during the time when Chris Rock got slapped by Will, and they had a group discussion talking about something. It was all staged and this and that. And I'm like, man, y'all don't even know what y'all talking about, dog. How is it staged? If he had to pay real fines, that's real fines he gotta pay. He's really banned from all the other awards. That sounds like real to me. He has to pay real money. He's really banned. So how is it staged? So I'm like, feeling like by me having that conversation with them, made them think like the energy of like, he think he know about black people because he black. Yeah, I do. Shit. Y'all can't speak on niggas around me like if y'all know. Y'all don't know. I know. More than y'all. I'm black. Yes, I know more about black people than white people. I'm black. Shit. So, I don't know. I just felt like, is they trying to set me up? Y'all gonna send me over here with her? I don't even be talking to nobody. So it was just like, I'm finna watch everything. Long story short, when we get to that next building, man, them females is over there talking crazy. I'm talking about, we on a line where it's like, let's just say 12 people, 7 girls, 5 dudes. So it's majority girls over there. So one girl got a part off the belt and said some shit like, oh, look, this is how it's supposed to look. A new part. It's so nice and tight, but the way she said it was sexual. We all laughed. I laughed. Everybody else laughed. I caught on. It was funny. As I laughed, I'm looking around. I seen the bitch who reported the sexual harassment in mid-laugh. I had to, I seen her, stop laughing. Bitch, you killing the vibe. Can't even laugh around this bitch. She gonna report me. But I'm thinking, I ain't say the joke. The bitch said the joke. So I'm like, oh, she gonna report her. And then I just kept working and just thought like, she should be reporting her anytime. At the end of the day, I realized she never reported her. So, the point of me doing this video is to explain my experience. I was in a workplace and I seen men talking and 6 men got wrote up for sexual harassment. We go to the other building, the whole line laughing, and she said it's so nice and tight. That was just one example. She said several things. I don't remember every single thing she said, but having a good time. But I mean, as it should be though. Nobody should be, if she say something like that, we laugh and keep it moving. No harm, no foul. Parts still made, work still done, everybody happy. But if a man make a joke, now it's 6 people rolled up, you gotta get separated, you gotta disrupt the work. Like, is harm, is foul. That's some bullshit. So was it really sexual harassment, or are you just sexist against men? That's what I had to ask. I came back the next day and I told everybody else on the line, y'all know they sent me to that other building with, I could say her name, Lisa. I know they sent me to the other building with Lisa. And they looking like, that bitch got us rolled up and this and that and that. And I said, guess what? Them girls at that other building, that bitch said it's so nice and tight. They be talking all that freaky shit. Laughing. I'm looking around laughing. I had to stop laughing. I seen her like, oh shit, this bitch finna tell on us. Bitch never told. That fucked me up. Bitch never told. So do you really have a problem with sexual harassment? Or do you only have a problem with men? This shit is crazy, dog. This shit is crazy. If a man say something, it's a fucking problem. But if a woman joke, it's just a joke. Wow. And again, what man gonna go report, hey, she said it's nice and tight. She talked, and then she could have been talking sexual, so I'm uncomfortable. Like, what type of bitch ass shit is that? That's some bitch ass shit. So no man gonna ever report no shit like that. Cause we gonna, like, you probably feel like a bitch for even thinking like, should I? No, it never crossed your mind. Should I go report it? No, what? But I ain't the type of guy anyway to tell on people. But I'm just saying though, the motherfuckers who justify telling, why is it cool to tell on some men for talking sexual and get them sexual harassment write-ups? That's bad on your reputation. They can have families. I don't know how far that, if you try to get another job, they see that on your thing and it says sexual harassment. And all you did was told a joke or told your coworker about some shit you did. You didn't harass, you didn't touch nobody, you didn't harass nobody, you didn't make no advances toward nobody. Like, those are things that's sexual harassment. When you do those, when you actually harass somebody sexually. That's all I'm saying. Make this shit make sense. Like, if somebody say something inappropriate, call it that. That was inappropriate language. And then write him up for that. Put that on there. He used inappropriate language. Don't put sexual harassment. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's like putting motherfuckers on the rape list who ain't did rape. Like, that's it's bullshit for two reasons. The first reason is all the rapists who really on the list deserve to be on the list. If you go around raping motherfuckers, that list is for, like, you can't live around certain apartments, complexes, you can't be in certain schools, churches, or whatever, like, however the rules go for that shit. So if we put people on there that's not rapists, then that's giving room for people to be like, everybody on that list, not a rapist. Put somebody on there who's not a rapist, and they can prove they're not a rapist. So who's to say everybody else on the list is a rapist? It fucks up the list. So if you keep it to where all rapists are one of the only rapists on there, then it's like, it's solid. Like, if your name on that list, you're a rapist. That's what it is. When you put motherfuckers on there, when you mix up labels and shit, that's mixing it up. That's fucking it up. Now we can't even look at it like what it mean. Like, for instance, the trafficking shit. Pimping, back in the day, was just pimping. Trafficking mean you kidnapping bitches. You got motherfuckers hostage, tied up. That's not pimping. A pimp just told the bitch, go sell yourself some slick shit, whoop-de-wop, and bring me back the money. That's pimping. So how the fuck do them two things get the same list? Get on the same list. They just made pimping trafficking. It's like, we know niggas pimp, so we gotta make all the crimes a nigga do more harsh. So that way we can keep this epidemic of keeping a black man locked up, we can keep it going by that. Everything a nigga do, make it harsh. If a nigga do it, it's harsh. That's just what it is. We pay attention to this shit. We see court shows. When we go to the courtroom, it's all niggas in the court. They bringing up your past from kindergarten. When we watch TV, when white people in court, they say, he paid his debt to society. You can't bring that up. And they only talk about the one case that they talk about in front of them, and that's it. Do that sound like justice? Do that sound equal? Do that sound like, we see this shit? So yeah, man. It's all about trying to get some type of equality in this shit, man. Workplace, country in general, everywhere. Shit gotta make sense. That's what I'm saying. So, comment, like if you agree. If you don't agree, comment why you don't agree. We're gonna figure all this shit out. I'm gonna keep breaking shit down. I got so much shit to break down. Y'all might not even understand, but it's gonna make sense. Over and out.